kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Protect yourself, baby.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Set! Green 80!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Single in the slot.
Ready. Green 90!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jalen Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set! Delta!
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Run! Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
From the gun, Rivers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
There we go. Wide
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
There we go. Wide
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Run. Yeah, baby.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. What do you think?
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Los Angeles Chargers, you think Week 15, Charles, that win over Kansas City. Look, they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. This is a team that can make a run in the postseason.
Not only can they make a run at the postseason, their head coach, Anthony Lynn, truly believes in the team because in that win in Week 15, remember, he opted to go for 2 after the late touchdown. It worked, and when they asked him about after the game, he said, it was a no-brainer. With my team, we're going for it. But I'm with you on this team. They're not sneaking up on anyone. Yeah, they're also going to be a handful for anyone that they're going to play.
And remember, they also beat Pittsburgh in December as well. So this is a team that is very, very talented. Both of those games, by the way, primetime matchups, and the whole nation saw it.
Yeah, the last part, they can go on the road and win. That's a big, big deal because of that defense. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ready!
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Tight! Run 80!
Even. 4 down. Even.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best, and that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
You go 47. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Hey, 47.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Shift.
26.
Prescott now on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
You go 47.
Third and long for Prescott. Cooper's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You got 3 down.
You go 46. 46. 46.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Chargers. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it but no gain on the play, and it'll be second
I'm
down.
gonna hit you all day, baby.
Here we go.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey,
Set. 390.
four down.
Second down, Rivers.
Crash.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Set. Delta.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
Set. Hey, Brown 80.
We got
A first down throw here for Rivers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Located on the 100 and 300 levels.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Light. Hurry up.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I got him.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Red Delta.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check.
Set. 190.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Let's go.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here
we go. 180.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Swing to the field. Right. To the right.
Final play of the half, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, wide eight.
Again, it's Elliott. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Here we go, 46. Hey, here we go, wide 80. Here we go, count.
He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has it up for the first. Now Prescott. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
There we go. Wide 80.
Got 4 down.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey,
47.
got 4.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. 26.
On second down, Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
There we go. 180.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
To return it now, here's King. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's going to air one out. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go, 46.
46.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, 46. 46.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all in? And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Red, red, red.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
He got 29 yards that time.
I'm going to go load it.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Hey, boys, we got
Rivers to throw it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
4 down.
And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mike's 50.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Here we go. 180.
1st down, Prescott. Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Go to 54, wide 80. There we go, wide 80.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
There we go, wide 80.
Check, check.
26.
This is Elliott.
Watch twist.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even.
Good. Here we go, wide 80.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Flushed out right.
Just like that.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
4 down.
Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Tight on the right.
Here we go, wide 80.
4 down.
26.
Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Rivers.
Watch the run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Tight end right. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
White.
From the gun, Rivers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Brown.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here you go.
Hey.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.